This is Taeler Hendrix for the very first time ever.
Of course, Taeler from not far away in New Bedford, Massachusetts, trained by Rip Rogers, Spike Dudley, Al Snow, and Scott D'Amore. Lufisto started training at 17, won the CZW Ironman Championship from the current WWE Universal Champion, Kevin Owens. In case you didn't hear me correctly, Lufisto pinned WWE Universal Champion Kevin Owens to win that title.
Both these ladies, incredible accolades. Difficult task trying to assemble the best 8-person lineup, or 8-woman lineup, for the Women's Wrestling Revolution portion of this tournament.
Headlock just cinching down on the skull. Taeler Hendrix. Side headlock takeover.
Of course, I don't know if you know this, but Taeler Hendrix wasn't even originally scheduled for this tournament. It was supposed to be Jordynne Grace, but Jordynne Grace has been out of action ever since that brutal beatdown with the baseball bat that we saw at Midas Touch when Jordynne Grace was wrestling Alexis.
Of course, that was at the hands of Taeler Hendrix.
Lufisto very well versed in submission wrestling, and she loves to dictate the pace of the match. She loves to smother her opponents, really wear them down when they're least expecting it. Man, she will lay in some stiff shots.
Right now, Taeler Hendrix in trouble. Taeler Hendrix has also been seen competing in Ring of Honor and TNA. Are they still in business? They found a new money mark?
Yeah, I don't know. They blocked you on Twitter, so how would you be able to follow them now?
Yeah. Waist lock now by Lufisto.
I'm sure you're losing sleep over it.
If I were Fight Network, I'd be losing sleep about the 8 figures I'm going to lose sinking money into that hole.
Yeah, it's going to be more than sleep that you're going to be losing. Anyway.
To point out that Health South is out of business. They were the first TNA money mark. Panda Energy was next.
Might be putting Lufisto to sleep right now as Taeler Hendrix.
DC just changing the subject.
I'm starting to blush. Lufisto, very compact, very strong individual, turning around that bear hug. I've seen a lot of similarities, actually, between Lufisto and Jordynne Grace, so it's kind of funny that Taeler Hendrix drew Lufisto in the first round. Be interesting to see if perhaps when Jordynne Grace is fully recovered, if perhaps we would see an alliance between her and Lufisto. Oh, man! Almost like a judo throw. Taking her down. Now a more traditional arm drag.
Yeah, but you were right the first time. Very similar to an Osono Gary. Judo throw made famous in pro wrestling by my buddy Taz. Listen to him every day on TazShow.com. It's always good to be in Taz's good graces.
Lufisto might be looking to follow Taeler Hendrix to the floor. They got to be careful. Very close quarters at All Beyond Wrestling and Women's Wrestling Revolution live events with the fans ringside. We want to provide our fans with the most interactive pro wrestling experience anywhere. Oh, and as Lufisto was looking for a suicide dive, Taeler Hendrix caught her right on the side of the head with a palm strike.
Yeah, more like a homicide strike. See what I did there?
I did.
Okay.
It was good.
It was all right. It's early.
Ooh, catch her right in the neck. Taeler Hendrix likes to utilize that tombstone pile driver to finish her opponents. Oftentimes you'll see her with a variation of the, what's that hold called? I don't know. I'll think of it when she's doing it. Likes to target the neck with that submission. I thought that's what, see, we should have been doing commentary for the pro. At least I'll speak for myself. I won't speak for you. We should have been doing commentary for that pre-show match between Karen Q and Andrew Sky just so I get warmed up.
We can talk about the fact that Taeler Hendrix has really been petitioning online, trying to make a case for herself to appear on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She wants to be either Madam Hydra or Medusa.
She is kind of like a real-life supervillain.
Yeah, she really is.
I mean, even having to deal with her in person, like, she's a pretty intimidating person.
Well, you know, pretty much everyone from New Bedford has a bit of an attitude.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
Oh! Lufisto sent right to the floor again.
That whole town has a case of start crapitis.
Taeler Hendrix just got her sights set on Lufisto.
Oh! Oh, man.
Flatten her on the floor.
I love the way the Beyond Wrestling fans, the Women's Revolution fans, just kind of know to get the hell out of the way.
Yeah, because if not, instead of Taeler Hendrix laying out Lufisto, Taeler Hendrix would have laid out about 5 people standing next to her.
And is that really the worst way to spend a Sunday afternoon if Taeler Hendrix lands on you if you're a guy? Or, 10% of women.
Pulling her away from the ropes.
Cover! See your cameraman laughing. Hope viewers on Beyond Demand are enjoying my humor as well.
Oof. Toe right to the spine. What do you think of the strategy from both these ladies so far? I mean,
I don't think Taeler Hendrix would try to strike with Lufisto. Yeah. Taeler Hendrix is a screamer. Yeah, we'll just let that one sit. But Lufisto being the king of the death match, and she defeated Necro Butcher for that title and the queen of the death match. I would have thought that Taeler Hendrix, to your point, would have relied more on submission wrestling, targeting the neck, but I guess she wants to beat Lufisto at her own game.
I don't know if that's the best strategy, I mean, if you're looking to win the tournament, this is your first of 3 matches here today. In Donovan Dijak's case, perhaps the first of 4. That is not a pretty sight. But you know what? Taeler Hendrix being in there with a veteran like Lufisto, she can't waste time. She can't try and intimidate the official. Even though she's bending the rules, she's got to stay on top of Lufisto, because all Lufisto needs is a second to find an opening, and she will be all over Taeler Hendrix.
Taeler Hendrix just tearing away at the face of Lufisto, and great camera work. Your ringside cameraman right there to capture it all.
Now that's a smart strategy. You gun her on the hold, rain blows down on the chest, and go right to the pin.
Cover, hook in the leg, 2 and no. 2 count only.
Fans starting to come alive for Lufisto. Can she feed off the energy? And immediately she's got her wits about her. See, that's exactly the type of trap that she would have laid for Taeler Hendrix to kind of roll herself right into. But staying one step ahead with that unique kick. Caught her with the elbow, too.
Spinning back kick, nicely done. A snap mare.
Oh! She kicked her right in the mouth. That was not a good noise.
Oh, God. What the hell? Are you kidding me? This is over. No.
Lufisto's going to be lucky if she doesn't have any broken teeth right now.
Just a cartwheel just for show, and just a blatant back kick. It's like a single-legged mule kick right in the face of Lufisto.
It's got to be tough because none of the other wrestlers have the opportunity to scout their opponents, since they're going to be preparing their strategy for their individual matches yet to come. Taeler Hendrix looks psychotic. Now she's trying to choke her with her gauntlet that she was wearing on her wrist.
Is that what that is? I didn't know what the hell that was. Oh, jeez. And again, because you use steel elevator cables as ropes here in Beyond Wrestling and Women's Wrestling Revolution,